Okay, so we are on to another video from Comedy Podcast Roast. Brendan Schaub lies about why he's not coming back to comedy. Oh, Brendan lying. Weird.
People are like, oh, you come back to comedy? I can't. I can't be selfish anymore. I can't. It's not about me. It's about the kids. So I can't do both. I can't. And be present. Like, I've never missed a Tigers practice ever. Never misses practice. Bossy's starting out, never misses practice. Never.
You love it so much.
Was what I was born to do.
Yeah.
Like, and I was sharing this with his dad the other day. His son's 7. He's on travel ball. And his dad was like, yeah, it's our first time. And, and I was like, I'll let you know now. It's a lot. It's a lot. And summer vacations, those are gone. Like, parents in the neighborhood, like, oh, we're going to Fiji or Hawaii or Tahiti for vacation. What are you guys doing? I'm like, playing baseball.
Brendan, I don't know why you're thinking just because your son is on a t-ball team, it takes up the entire summer. Brendan, your kids are going to grow up to hate, loathe baseball, all because of you. When I was 9 years old, I don't know what I was into. I was crazy when I was little, but I don't think any parent was like, Nikki, you're gonna go pro, or even anyone. When you're 9 years old, you're still just you're playing for fun. The fact that you're trying to make your son a future MLB player at this age is wild. Like, a t-ball dad, you're like, it's a lot. And he's probably like, dropping him off at practice and going to his game once a week is gonna be a lot. But it's a lot because you have nothing else going on in your life, because you're a loser. You're a failure. And the funniest part is you're a failure at everything you've ever done. How'd podcasting go? How'd comedy go? How did Fish go? How did Tough Mudders go? How did Wixky go? That's what I thought, Brendan. That's what I thought.
That's it.
And now you might hear that and go, what? There's nothing better.
I love that.
That's why I told Dad, he's like, man, no vacations, this. I go, I know it. Outside looking in, you're like, oh my God. But I'm like, I'm telling you, it's worth it. You're going to be in some shitty town in Texas, but it's going to be the best time.
Yeah.
There's going to be snacks. Your kid's going to ball out.
Yeah.
You're going to be in some shitty hotel. It's the best.
Yeah. Got to get my kids in tennis camp right now. All right.
So, Baba, a lot of people are asking
those crow's
when you're
feet.
coming back to comedy. Oh, really, dude? No one is asking you, Brendan. You have zero comedy chops. Actually, that's not true. Come on. I would love for him to come back to comedy because the content for this YouTube channel would be great. And hell, it's been 3 years since I heard a good Mexican cookie joke with salsa on top. Hell, I'm jonesing for some hot carne asada with a side of bean cheese. But I'll tell you what, Brendan Schaub is better than Joe Rogan. Well, unironically, he is. I mean, just imagine how many countless people Joe Rogan has let down after he bamboozled them into thinking that Bapa was a comedian via his podcast. But then they buy a ticket and he sucks eggs. Schaub is so bad, it's enduring. But then again, Joe Rogan is so bad, it's pathetic. But I heard it both ways, B. And let me guess, Bapa, no other comedian in the world has kids? Right. Oh, wait, they do. They're all just bad parents, right? Schaub, stop hiding behind your kids because you finally ran out of comedy clubs that would pretend you are actually funny. I gotta be unemployed because I have kids. I mean, what the fuck? Seriously, Brendan sounds like the people that say being a mom is the hardest job in the world. Actually, being Brendan Schaub's wife is the hardest job in the world. Take that back, it's not. Truthfully though, Brendan Schaub's wife has the hardest job in the world. Guys, do you have any idea how difficult it is to have a nanny and your mom help with the kids when you're too busy being unemployed while scrolling through social media and talking to sugar daddies every day? Yeah, it's a tough life. And you gotta love how Brendan Schaub lives in this fantasy world where baseball is a year-round sport. And
Wait. I'm contemplating if I want to freak out or not. Joanna, the fact that you wrote Mrs. Thick, so you thought, Joanna, you thought Thick Boy was a good name? Oh my word. I've said whoever did not tell Brendan to his face Thick Boy was the worst name that ever was named in human history, you're to blame. The fact that Brendan's wife's like, Thick Boy Empire. Perfect. I couldn't have come up with a better name myself. That is so pathetic. Joanna, now I get the whole thing of you're just as worse as Brendan, if not worse.
His kids never go to sleep. Schaub could easily do what other comics do and go after they put their kids to bed. But no one is rolling out the red carpet for him, so he refuses to go. He has time to do dumb shit like making an auto shop when he doesn't know shit about cars, but he can't do a 10-minute set. I mean, geez, it's not like he's the only comedian who has kids. Brendan trying to make it seem like he's such a beast of a father that he can't spare any free time away from his kids to do comedy. Or maybe he'll say he can't go on the road. Okay, then he can fucking move to Austin, Texas, where a lot of the comedians are now. Why can't he just stay there and hit the local clubs? Hoping one day his best friend Joe Rogan will invite him to perform at the Comedy Mothership. Makes no sense. Brendan's doing a bunch of other stupid shit with his time. And of course, Papa is famously known for saying, I can't talk. And now he's saying, I can't do both. Fucking delusional. Brendan, no one knows who you are. B, he couldn't ever do comedy ever, period. There was never no comedy. Hell, there was never no dad he was talking to as well. At this point, Tito Ortiz would be scratching his head listening to Papa. I mean, this is the same guy who sits in his truck all practice long texting baddies. Bubba, you're not a draw. You couldn't sell tickets. So stop blaming the zombies. And the funny thing is, Brendan Schaub has no idea he's producing the best comedy of his life right now. The dude literally shoots for the moon and lands on a star. He's got a black belt in podcasting. Brendan doesn't even realize what he's doing now is low-level shit in response to the baseball. If that actually takes up all of his time now, then he's got a real problem if the kid actually plays in some higher level stuff in a few years. But of course, this was all nonsense and an excuse for why he can't do comedy. And why is this? It's because he must be really embarrassed about his former comedy persona to trot this kind of crap out. Because yeah, it's all excuses.
You know, I was just thinking, Brendan, it must suck to be you. Living in a mansion probably isn't the worst thing, but the fact that you think all this hate just comes with the territory. You live in a land of your own delusion, Brendan. That you think that everyone who's famous, the hate's just normal. No, Brendan, not really. You don't become the internet's most hated person with a subreddit who turned against you just by being famous. You get it by being one of the most hateable people online. That's impressive, Brendan, seriously. Your narcissism knows no bounds, and it was found out from the very beginning.
His fascination of a mechanic cosplay takes up most of his time. And if there truly are people out there asking if he's going back into comedy, which there isn't, but let's just all dream, it's because he uprooted his entire family to move to Austin, Texas, not because they want him to. Also, a side note, he didn't take vacations or go on trips before he had kids. It's because low IQ people don't like to travel. Is Brendan Schaub going back to comedy? Here's a short, quick answer. Joe Rogan never responded to Bapa's 75 to 100 texts per day asking if he could perform at the Comedy Mothership. So no, he's not coming back to comedy. But if Joe Rogan did invite him, oh, he'd be back in a split second. Baseball who? Kids what? That video clip that you saw earlier is a perfect example of why people don't like Brendan Schaub. They want him to man up and say he couldn't hack it. And if he actually did that, which he won't, just maybe he might squeeze a shred of respect out of people. It's not happening, so forget about it. Oh, it's not about me. Brendan, it's entirely about you, you fucking dunce. Nobody's buying you're depriving the world of your comedic gift because you're such a great dad. I blame Bryan Callen, and to a lesser extent, Joe Rogan for the shit. This is what happens when you go through life getting zero pushback for constantly spewing demonstrably false dog shit. So let me get this straight. Brendan Schaub can't do comedy, but can run a motor company and multiple podcasts. Totally makes sense. God, what an insufferable blowhard. I'm not gonna lie, part of me is a little upset he quit comedy because we will never see Gringo Poppy 2. Heck, I wonder what Mark Maron thinks of this. And I just love how almost a decade into fatherhood, Brendan just discovered what being a dad is. But of course, this is all bullshit. What makes him feel good about his kids playing is that it fills the hole in his ego that stand-up left. He doesn't see their achievements as theirs. It's his because they are his. They are his playthings, his little avatars, an extension of himself. So the joy isn't that his kids are out there doing something they love. It's that when they do well, it feeds his ego. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Please hit that like and that hype button. Be sure.
All right, big ups to Comedy Podcast Roast for the video. I liked it, and I subbed. I swear, he's like a freaking genius. He's a high Q individual. I'm just a degenerate scumbag. No, I'm just joking. I totally agree that the reason Brendan wants his kids to play baseball, be famous, whatever, is because it does feed his ego. Because he was a failed UFC fighter, he just needs to be like, well, I'm the dad of an MLB player. Brendan, regardless if it happens or not, it's still not going to change who you are. And honestly, the best title I can give you is failed podcaster.